Hello everybody, my name is Bragster and welcome back to TEW 2020 where we are in charge of Impact Wrestling. So last episode's Impact wasn't very good, to be honest. It was fine, it was still good, but it could have been better. So we're hoping to have a better one this week. We've got some good matches in store. We've got that Moose ODB match. We've got Eric Young versus Sami Callihan match. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let's get into it. If anything happens, I'll show you. Otherwise, I'll see you at the show. Right, so as you can see, I am currently on the screen to discuss a deal with Johnny Gargano. Now, I'm going to try my best to get him. I don't think I will be able to. Higher cut of the merchandise. So yeah, I want him. We're also trying to get in Kairi Sane, which I think would be really cool. I accept these terms, but I have a better offer from another company. Okay. I'd seriously accept this signing with you unless a better offer comes my way in the near future. How to the yes, we might actually get Johnny Gargano, and I will go mental if we get him. I'll just keep looking down this right hand side, and we've had a couple of developmental talent. Austin Theory was on the list, but apparently he's had a scandal or something, and that would be a detriment. Plus, it goes against my owner goals. It kind of. No, I could risk the owner goal part if it wasn't for the other part, and I could risk that part if it wasn't for the owner goal part, but because they're both wrong, I couldn't really do it. But Johnny Gargano coming to Impact Wrestling would be huge, and that would actually help with my change of plans, because I'm obviously with that EC3 situation, it'd be a massive change of plans. That would be huge. Match history. Just look at his match history. Look at that. His worst match is a 63 rated match. Like, that's mad. And I know it's against really good people if you look at the people in there, but his 51 popularity is probably the closest thing we have to Miro. He's an amazing babyface. He's a really good heel as well, but he's an amazing babyface, and we'll probably bring him in as a babyface, I reckon, if we got him. But yeah, that would be amazing, and I thought I'd show you it. Usually I keep who I'm going to get under wraps because I like the surprises, but this one would be huge, and I would keep the Kairi Sane one on under wraps. But I just want to know what feuds you guys are interested in. Like, is there any? If we did get would there be any feuds? Same for Johnny Gargano. Where would you put him if we were to get him? I'll be very interested to hear that. So yeah, those are the two things going on right now. We'll carry on, and unless anything crazy happens again, I'll see you at Impact. So we've got a few backstage incidents. So the first one's with Willie Mack and Ken Shamrock, so likely it's probably Wrestler's Court. Yeah, it is. Willie Mack was brought before the Wrestler's Court, accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab at the bar. The judge, Ken Shamrock, found him guilty and sentenced him to buy drinks for everyone. Brilliant, that's fine. It was positive impact on Willie Mack. Rob Van Dam and Cousin Jake. Rob Van Dam has been passing on tips using psychology to Cousin Jake. This is going to be brilliant. It's going to make Cousin Jake so good, and the same could be said about Ace Austin as well. Whew, brilliant. Right, I'll see you once I've booked the show. Right, so I've booked the show. It's a little bit, not as many segments in this one, I don't think, or at least the segments are a lot longer, this, that and the other. I'm happy with this show. It's becoming increasingly difficult week in, week out to balance out who can face who. I'm surprised I haven't run into any issues, and I probably am going to run into some issues of who can face who. But yeah, we're getting there eventually towards the back end of this Bound for Glory series. So let's get into it. Let's see what happens. So we start off the show with Moose defeating ODB in about 12 minutes with a game breaker in a 49 rated segment. ODB with a 36 in-ring rating, which is incredible, and Moose with a 49 in-ring rating, which is really good as well. Honestly, that's brilliant. Ken Shamrock was ringside. He didn't get involved at all. ODB just shone on her own, and what a showing she had. What a way to get the show off to a good start. Really, I was expecting high 30s, low 40s, if that. Like, because I wasn't sure how ODB would cope. But ODB hasn't lost a beat, has she? Jesus Christ, she's better than half of the women on the roster. Brilliant, what a way to start the show. Then we've got a 51 rated segment where Moose, Ken Shamrock gets in the ring, Moose is standing there tall, and they have a stare down before Moose just hits Shamrock once, and then it just leads to a brawl before Moose can, you know, get away from things. As Shamrock, kind of neither of them come out on top in this little exchange. They both look kind of strong, they both battered each other, and then they end up walking away, sort of thing. But yeah, 51 rated segment, what a hot way to start the show. Then we've got a 45 rated segment where Stephen Amell is talking on the phone about how hard the job is. It comes across as if he's talking to his family. He's just like, look, I'm struggling here, like, I just don't know what to do, you know, I really enjoy being a part of the backstage proceedings, but, you know, having to juggle all of these jobs, it's just not working. So yeah, it's kind of becoming apparent he might actually want someone to come in to be an authority figure as weeks go by. But 45 rated segment, this show's got off to a good start, and those were the parts I was worried about. Then we've got a 47 rated segment where Ace Austin defeated Brian Myers by pinfall with the House of Cards. Ace Austin with a 49 rating, Brian Myers 35, but he was off his game. Still 47 is good. It's still very good rating between these two. Good showing. So that puts Ace Austin in the mix to actually win the whole thing. Well, I say the whole thing, I mean the league, which doesn't really mean that much, but hey ho. Then we've got a segment where a video package about the friendship of Susie and Kylie Ray, and then turning into what happened last week where Su Yung just suddenly appeared and battered Kylie Ray, and just, you know, Kylie Ray's not on the show, neither is Su Yung. It's kind of just a video package to just go, what's going on here, because this match isn't going to be on Bound for Glory or the Prelude to Glory, so we need to prolong it a bit further. Then we've got a lovely segment where Heath and Rhino tell the tag champs, whoever there will be, that when Heath wins at the Prelude, they will face the tag champs at Bound for Glory. So yeah, it's kind of setting up some future stuff if Heath wins. I know they said when, but it's still a big if. I am going to say now, it will be a 6-way. I know who's going to be in it. I know everything now. It will be a 6-man match. In the coming weeks, those will slowly be announced as to who is who, this, that and the other. I'm excited. I'm excited about it, really am. Then we've got a 49 rated segment where Carl Anderson defeated Trey with the Anderson Spinebuster. Trey with a really good performance, 48 rating. Very good by him. Carl Anderson has obviously put in a decent performance, and he was off his game, so that could have been a lot better if Anderson was not off his game. But 49 rated, still good, hovering around that 50 mark. That's kind of what I want. Then we've got a 46 rated segment where Deonna Purrazzo declares how good she is, and then Tennille Dashwood comes out, looks at Purrazzo's title, just looks at Purrazzo, looks at the title, and just leaves. It is just the tension in that moment as Tennille Dashwood kind of just takes off her glasses, looks at the title, looks at her, and puts them back on, and then leaves. Just beautiful image going on there. 46 rated segment as well, showing that this could be the best female feud we're going to end up having. Then we've got a 52 rated segment where EC3 defeated TJP in about 10 minutes with the Sweet Meat Sizzler. TJP getting ever so close to that first win, but his wounds are still hurting him. He's still struggling, but he's trying to persevere, and EC3 did pick up the win. They kind of had a little moment after the match where EC3 kind of picked up TJP, almost like a sign of respect type thing. But yeah, good match there, 52 rated. Then we've got a 46 rated segment where Jake Crist talks shit about Dreamer before Dreamer comes out on a crutch, to which Jake Crist starts laughing, and then Tommy Dreamer just kind of lifts up his arm and starts wailing with the crutch on Jake Crist, leaving Crist in an absolute heap as the crutch is just almost bent in half due to how many times Jake Crist got hit with it. So yeah, Tommy Dreamer's back. Jake Crist is unhappy with him, and yeah, this rivalry could turn deadly very, very quickly. Then we've got, wow! It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It makes you wonder if last week, if Miro and EC3 had anything going for them, how good that match would be. But what a match this is! The 64 rated match between Miro and Doc Gallows, when Miro submitted Doc Gallows. They've got great chemistry together. Miro 67, Doc Gallows 47. Wow! Wow. Genuinely surprised by that. I thought that would be, you know, mid-50s. Obviously the 52 from EC3 earlier, like that match, I thought this would be about 55, but 64 makes me wonder if I should have put that as the main event. It really does make me think. Oh dearie me, what a match that is. Unbelievable stuff. Genuinely wasn't expecting that. Then we've got a 47 rated segment where Doc Gallows is backstage with Anderson, and they talk about being on equal points. The commentary team put over the fact that they are both on 14 points. And next week is the match everyone's been waiting for. Carl Anderson versus Doc Gallows. That's the match next week, and it's kind of put over. They're equal on points now, but they won't be after next week. Oh, that match should be so good. That match should be really good. It might. I'll see how long I can get it to that. It might be like a slow build, because that one has some potential to it. That match does. 47 rated, good stuff there. Then we have a 47 rated segment where RVD tells Edwards he has to prepare for a fight because his opponent next week is a former UFC champion. Yep. I think after that clue, you guys will know who it is. If you guys still don't know who it is, then you're in for a treat. If you worked out who it is, please tell me in the comments, because next week is Eddie Edwards versus the mystery person who has been fighting in the UFC before. Yeah, I can't believe I got the person, but yeah. I'm excited. I really am excited for that match for next week. But yeah, I wonder who you guys think it is. You should get it now. You should get it. You should get it. But yeah, nice stuff. And I think it's the main event now. So I'm pretty sure it's the main event. Pretty sure. And it is the main event. 54 rated match where Eric Young defeated Sami Callihan with the spike pile driver. It was a hardcore match as well. Car crash, it went mental. Eric Young took a stunt bump. Sami Callihan took a stunt bump. Yeah, 54 rated, really good match. Possibly shouldn't have been the main event, but it was the big marquee match in the end, this one. Of course it was. It's a hardcore match in the Bound for Glory series, in the middle, just because these two wanted weapons. So yeah, it's absolute carnage everywhere, and the carnage leads to this, which is, you know, Eric Young and Sami Callihan both being stretchered out, blood all over their faces, destruction all over the place. The ring's not in good shape, the announce table's broken, everything's broken, and they're both being stretchered out. Stephen Amell, Scott D'Amore, Paul London, Petey Williams and Matt Striker are all out there. All just trying to, you know, trying to make sure that people are okay. Obviously, the Armal being sick of being an authority figure kind of comes across here, as you just see the panic on his face, thinking, you know, if these two can't fight next week, that could be the Bound for Glory series in jeopardy, this, that and the other. And obviously that was his decision. He made the hardcore match. He allowed them to have it. That's, you know, everything kind of coming full circle there. Lovely end to the show. I say lovely, it's not really a lovely end, is it? Two people have been stretched out, but yeah, let's see what the rating is in the end. 53 rated, increase of popularity. I'm happy with it. What, the worst thing on the show, the only not very good thing, was that 39 rated segment with Susie and Kylie Ray. Everything else on the show is in this green. As long as it's in that green, I'm happy with it. Obviously, that possibly shouldn't have been the main event. Miro.Gallows should have been, but you can't have Miro in the main event every week, and plus that's the marquee match. It made sense storyline wise. So yeah, really good stuff. Happy with the 53. It's only 53, but I'm happy with it. Yeah, really good show. Really, I know I keep saying I'm happy with it, but I really am. So yeah, that's it for this week's Bound for Glory series. I'll go over all the standings now with the graphic. Here you go. Wonderful. So, topping the table, as always, is Miro with 37 points. He's kind of pulled away now, especially with that submission victory. He kind of looks like he's going to win the whole league table standings. But obviously in that final week, we have got the big match where I think we'll have the top 5 facing the bottom 5. So a little teaser for the Prelude to Glory Fatal 4-Way. So yeah, we're going to have that, which is quite nice. And obviously one of those 5 will definitely not make it in, which is why it will be really good to see. Having that top 5 versus that top 5 facing each other and that bottom 5 facing each other will be a really good just 2 really good matches, 2 great stories in there, because obviously one of the people in that top 5 match isn't going to make it, and it gives someone in that bottom 5 a chance to win that 25 points to get them into that top 4. So yeah, it really, I like the idea of that. I wonder whether you guys do too. In second place is EC3 with 28 points. Then you've got Callihan and Ace Austin just behind that, with both on 21 points. Then we've got multiple people yet again on 14 points, which is Eric Young, who would be on 24 right now if he didn't lose those minus 10 points. But 14 there for Eric Young, 14 for Brian Myers, 14 for Gallows, 14 for Anderson. But obviously Gallows and Anderson won't be on equal points next week because they face each other. And then at the bottom you've got Trey and TJP. TJP recovering from injuries, and Trey, who gets so close every time but just can't quite get that win. So yeah, really good stuff there. Really happy with how this Bound for Glory series is going. I'll be really interested to see who you guys think will be in that top 4 by the end. Who do you think will be in that Fatal 4-Way? Prelude to Glory. It's a big Fatal 4-Way match, and the winner of that will face Eddie Edwards at the pay-per-view at Bound for Glory. So I want to know who you guys think it will be. I want to know who you guys think will be in that top 4. And I hope you guys are enjoying this Bound for Glory series, because it's starting to hot up now. Loads of different rivalries being formed just based on the amount of points people have. You've got that big match, TJP and Trey, to still happen. You've got Gallows and Anderson still to face each other. You know, I think Callihan and Austin are still to face each other as well. So there's some really good stuff there. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So that's it for the Bound for Glory standings for this week. TJP is too small, get rid of him, Ken Shamrock. Really? TJP's great. Jesus, what does Heath believe? Su Yung has a lot of charisma. That's good, because Su Yung I've got a lot of plans for, so that's a good sign. But TJP being too small, of course Ken Shamrock says that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Indeed.
Indeed. Indeed. Oh my god. Indeed. Even Siri knows. Even I accidentally spat then. That was rank. We have Johnny Gargano. We have Johnny Gargano. We have Johnny Gargano. We have Gargano. Yes! That is our first massive signing. Look, £19,500 dollars we had to pay for him. But that's huge. Complete the signing. Does not become active for another 26 days due to their other contracts. We've got Johnny Gargano! I can't believe we signed him! I can't believe we signed him! That's unbelievable! Right, comment section, put down what you want me to do with Johnny Gargano. Genuinely, what do you want me to do with him? We've got 26 days no compete clause. I kind of don't want to go in the office because it shows the signings I've made for, well, the handshake deals I've made for the Heath match, so I don't really want to show that off too much. But yeah, oh my god. So yeah, if you look here, he'll be ready for Prelude or Bound for Glory. So if you did want an idea of where he debuts at one of those two, then you can put that down in the comments. Yeah, to show it off. Destination X is the next pay-per-view after Bound for Glory. Whether that sways you're thinking of what he does next, I don't know. But yeah, wow, what a signing that is. What a signing that is. Right, I'll see you at Explosion. Nothing's going to top that. Do you know what? That's the end of the episode. We have Johnny Gargano. I know this episode is going to be shorter than usual. I will do a mini episode after this. They will be released, you know, separate to this will be Explosion. But I want to end on the bombshell that Johnny Gargano is coming to Impact Wrestling. It is happening. I can't believe it is happening. He'll be by far one of my best wrestlers. Unbelievable stuff going on. I can't believe we stole him off WWE. I can't believe we've done it. Yeah, Johnny Gargano's coming to Impact. Comment anything down below to do with Johnny Gargano, to do with the questions I've asked in this episode. Hit that like button if you like this video and you're excited for the biggest signing we've got. Subscribe if you're new here, because this is the start of something new. And I shall see you in the next episode. See ya!